Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Georgia and today I'm testing out this by Terry eyeshadow palette. This is the Terribly Paris in the shade 2, Paris by Night, and it is a really pretty packaging to start off with. And then this is the inside here as well, with a really cute little brush, which I think is really handy. But this is the look I managed to get with it today. If you want to see how I did this, what thoughts I have on the eyeshadow palette and everything, then keep on watching. Okay, can we first of all talk about the packaging, because this is absolutely gorgeous. It's this really nice gold reflective, and then it's got scenes from Paris on it as well. It looks so luxe, it looks so pretty and everything. It really is a palette that makes you want to use it just by how it looks on the outside already. I just think it's a really pretty palette. And then as we get into the inside of it, we then have these pressed shades with the icons on. So you've got the Eiffel Tower, I think it's like the Terry shop, a cafe sort of scene there, Terribly, a few other scenes. It just looks really pretty, and I love it, but I don't want to go into it because I'm scared of messing up any of the shades. They will look so nice. But today is the day I'm going to be going in. I'm going to have to use these, even if I dab around the edge, I do not know. But anyway, yeah, this looks like a really pretty colour combination. We have a few shimmery blues in there, as well as some browns and neutral tones. So it looks like a really sort of wearable and usable palette where you can bring these colours into your normal routine. And I do really like the brush that comes with it as well. Usually when brushes come with eyeshadow palettes, I think it's terrible. I just don't really like it at all. But this brush is so nice. For starters, it's almost like a little square rectangle shape, like the actual flatness of it. And that holds really nicely in your hand. It doesn't roll away or anything like it would do with a normal small brush. And when you put it down, you're not going to lose it because it's not going to roll anywhere, which is really good. And then one end is slightly flatter, but quite fluffy, but thin at the same time. This is really good at getting into your crease with. I've been using this grey shade on the end to put into my crease with some other eyeshadow looks, and I really, really like it. It just looks like a really nice natural shadow, and it's just a really nice colour as well. But the brush makes that work so nicely. It really does get in there for that. And as well as it being a long enough brush, you can use it to put eyeshadow on as well. And then on the other end is an eyeliner brush. Once again, this one's quite flat, so it's easy to use if you want to put the eyeshadow on this one. And then it is quite thin, as well as being slanted, so it's quite good for putting eyeliner, like winged eyeliner or something, or getting quite close into the lash line, because it's so thin and it doesn't really collect too much powder, so it's not going to be too much fallout or anything, or it's not going to be so much of a thick line. You can just build up the eyeshadow with that. So I really like the brush for starters. This is sold me on the palette already. I really, really like this brush. So the look I'm going to be doing today, I'm not really too sure what I'm going to start off with, because like I said, they do have a few neutral colours in them. So I think I might just start off by using that shade that I said I've used on my crease, the sort of grey toned one here, just to show you what I mean, because I really like how it looks. I'm only just doing a little dab in there because once again I don't want to ruin how pretty it looks. It says Paris on that one, so I've just been doing a little dab on that, tapping it off, and then almost just taking it higher than my actual crease, and then it almost makes a nice sort of shadow tone, and it's so nice and thin that you get it precisely where you want it. Compared to if you were going in with one of these brushes, which is my normal eyeshadow brush that I use, that I would possibly do it with before, it just makes the colour a lot more compact in one space. Obviously, if that's not the look you're going for, then you can go ahead and use a normal brush as well, but otherwise I really like this one for that for now. This is the only sort of shade I have used out of this, I think. And then a little bit in with the black there as well. It'd be interesting to see what the shimmers are like, because so far I really like these two matte shades that I have used. You can make a really nice sort of 60s look with that line with this brush, and it is quite precise compared to using a normal eyeshadow brush to go in and blend that colour out. So obviously this is just the look that I'm going for today. You could probably blend out more with this brush, but I really like it for this sort of shape with the eye and everything. Okay, then I do think I'm going to go in with this shade here with the Eiffel Tower on. I'm just going to use this, make sure it's brushed off a bit first. I'm just going to use this flat now rather than just using the point of it. Yeah, I thought I'd done that. This one I was just using. Felt a bit wobbly in the pan and it has actually come out. So I guess I could stick that back in with a bit of super glue or something, but it's just a shame that it's come out already. I'm just gonna take that one out for now because I'm scared about dropping it onto the floor when I'm showing the other shades. But you see that they're missing. Yeah, then I'm gonna go into this one here. It's a bit of a bronzy color. A very pretty shade, this one. And I'm just taking that one up into the crease to sort of meet that other color there, just so it's a bit more blended. I really like this color. It does look really nice. Doesn't look as like bronzy as it does in the pan, but it is a really pretty color still. I suppose some of these shimmers you could go in with like your finger or something and it probably would pick up a lot nicer too. And then I think I'm just gonna go in with this blue shade here and put that at the edge. That one is a really pretty color as well, and it does look really nice with that sort of bronzy one that I put on. Bronzy one that I put on there. And the colors do match well together and they do sort of like blend nicely together too. Okay, then that blue shade has kind of blended in, so it doesn't really look that blue anymore. But it is a really pretty colour still. I think I am going to take that blue shade and put it underneath my eye as well. That's the good thing about this brush, you can use it for under your eye because it is quite flat again. So it's nice for the crease up here and down here. And so far I haven't had to reach into any other brushes yet, so this is a really good one to have. So again, I'm just going to start on the outer corner here. I think it's struggling a bit with this shade to get it on under my eye. Okay, I'm just going to do the same on the other side. And then I'll probably use some of that bronzy colour to put like on this bit here. And I know I was really loving this brush, but it is quite hard to actually do your under eyes with it just because it is quite soft. Compared to if you had a bit more of a dense brush, you could use that like with a fluffy one still underneath your eyes. But otherwise, I'm just taking my time in building the colour up. But I do like the shape of it for the rest of the eye and the makeup for everything. Okay, then I'm going to go into that bronzy shade that I used before as well. I'll just put it into this section of my under eye and then just blend the two together. So I'm just taking it like on the side of my brush and then just using only that side to kind of brush across here. It just is a lot less fluffy than if you're just using it straight on. I'm just gonna give my face a quick brush off. There's not too much fallout, but just make sure I'm getting any if there is. So I might use this end of it just to go in and put a little bit of a darker colour closer to the lashes. I think I'm probably going to go in with this brown shade here because I do want to go in with a brown like eyeliner in the waterline, so I don't want it black, I don't think, on top. If I do it black, it's definitely going to turn into a winged liner, which I always end up doing. But so I'm taking some of that and then like almost dabbing, but then just dragging it slightly. Like I said before, because it is a thin brush, you can get it quite precise and build up, but otherwise it's going to take a little bit of time. Just taking out ever so slightly. Notice everything I do always turn into a wing liner look. Anyway, yeah, that looks really nice. I find the darker matte shades are a bit more pigmented than the shimmery ones, but I feel like if I use a different brush, the shimmery ones would really show up quite well as well. It's just because I use them on that thinner brush there. But otherwise, I guess the shimmery ones are pigmented, but they've got glitter in there too, so they'll be a bit more reflective. So they're not going to look like you've got as much colour on there because they'll be catching the light a bit more. But yeah, this one is just a Rimmel eyeliner. It's just a shimmery bronze brown type one. And it is quite like, it is quite like melty and stuff, or quite like creamy. I'm just gonna put that into the waterline. I think it looks really nice with this eyeshadow colour I've got on. And it's like a nice shimmery brown, but not too dark of a brown that it's really gonna make my eyes look smaller or anything. Just bring a bit of colour to it. I'm gonna curl my lashes and then go in with mascara as well. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. This one I really, really like. It just looks really nice on your lashes and doesn't crumble or smudge anywhere. Okay, and this is the finished look. Actually, like how it turned out in the end. The colours mix nicely together. Obviously, I only used a few of the shades, but I really like how it turned out. I love the little brush that comes with it. It's really good at doing your crease up there. I feel like maybe just for time's sake in future, I'd probably use a different brush on my, like, under my eyes. But otherwise it did make a nice effect. It wasn't too messy, it hasn't like gone anywhere or anything, so it's just takes a little bit extra time rather than like it didn't do the job. Yeah, the shimmers are nice and like shimmering reflective without being too out there or too like blinding or anything. They have a really nice sort of softened look. It makes my eyes look bigger and a lot more like glowy and everything, so I really like how that looks. The mattes are really nice in here too. Obviously, again, I haven't tried every single shade of this, but the mattes are really nice in here too. And everything just blended really nicely, especially with the little brush as well. Everything just blended really nicely with this. Obviously, it might be a different story if you use different brushes and stuff with it, but otherwise, how I've used it today, I'm really good at how it turned out, and I really like the finished look and everything. But obviously, the only kind of downside is that this shade did fall out. I probably will have to stick it back in there. Now, the other ones really seem like wobbly or anything, so it might just be that one, but as I was using it, it felt really wobbly with the brush, and then when I actually did like tip upside down, it just fell out. So I don't know, maybe keep it out of that in your palettes or something. But otherwise, yeah, this is a really nice palette. It looks really nice on the outside. The eyeshadow is really nice pressed in there. Obviously one fell out, but otherwise it's a really nice formulary thing. It made a really nice eye look at the end of the day, and the brush is really nice too. So yeah, I like this eyeshadow palette. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you buy any of these by Terry eyeshadow palettes or any of the other ranges, because they do have quite a few different colours in this one. This one is the Paris by Night one. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye! Then I'm just going to go in with concealer. First I'm going to curl my lashes actually. Then I'm going to curl my lashes and go in with, where's concealer as well.